These are...
Therefore a child.
I thought Joanna was childless. At least right now. Didn't Burden say something about that?
A strange thing to find locked away, isn't it?
This portrait, 'tis most odd as well. 'Tis common for the noblesse to have a portrait painted in celebration of their child's birth. But this one depicts neither her husband nor child.
You know, you're right. Haven't really seen many portraits of a pregnant wife alone.
Hey, look!
A diary. Looks like it belonged to the nurse who raised Joanna's son. I see. Apparently, Joanna was unmarried, never formally bound in marriage to the father of her child.
So 'twas a love child? An illicit affair?
Apparently so. At least here in Martira. The father was a foreigner of another tribe. Their marriage would never have been accepted. The traditionalists always say mixed blood children are abominations. Terrible omens. And superstitions like that tend to carry a lot more weight in the countryside. Joanna brushed it off. Said it was ridiculous and irrational. She was about to announce the child's birth. And then tragedy struck. The old woman. The nanny they'd hired. She killed the boy in his crib.
What?
Seems like this was around the time the human sightings were becoming more widespread.
'Twould be easy to ascribe the birth as the ill-fated omen. But to justify murdering a child?
Joanna's family was overjoyed. The deed kept the abomination out of the public eye. They never even investigated her crime. And Joanna's love. The father was banished from the city. The nurse's diary concludes, "O God, please forgive me for my sin most wicked."
Ugh. Let's move on. This is looking worse by the minute.
Let's see. Hey.
That should come in handy. Pocket it.
This is...
Look.
However...
It can't be.
Why do I get the feeling that the thing in the sewers is the damn
I
baby?
don't like this.
Yes.
What? Here already?
Is that a baby?
Nope, not a baby.
Are you hungry? Oh, so fussy today.
Why do I get the feeling I'm about to be traumatized?
This monster. Is it a human?
This is the child you hold so dear? So, all the victims you kidnapped?
Oh, my darling has a hearty appetite. I had Morris deliver us food. Were you able to secure a meal?
Well,
Useless! You have failed to eliminate the bounty hunters, and now you've let Heisme himself here. But no matter. You look tender enough for my darling's liking.
what?
Yeah, I can't say I feel sorry for him.
This is your child. It just devoured a man. All I see is a mindless monster.
And a monster is what I see. When I look upon the world, people are beasts of fear and superstition, murderers without remorse. I have done nothing they've not done to me. Abominations. They are the unnatural. They deserve to die. They should all be so glad to nourish my child. My dear, sweet child.
A mother's love should nurture, but this is beyond the pale.
And you? Do you not condemn her? She kidnapped children, murdered them in cold blood, and would see you blamed for it.
In truth, I know this woman's pain all too well.
Huh?
In the name of her child, she was willing to turn against the entire world. Behind her atrocities, I see the devotion of a bereaved parent. You found yourself unjustly in a terrible darkness, and I struggle to blame you. Burying your own child is unbearable. Grief and madness fill the gaps where love had been. But my eyes were opened. These people helped me see. The only way to beat the darkness is to confront it. Step by meager step. You must walk back to our reality. Look upon that, and see true that it is not the child you once loved.
Be silent! You know nothing of it. Your sermons better suit a preacher, but that is not your place here. You are here to be eaten!
Good. Show me your hate. Pour out your darkness. We'll fight, but not in justice's name. Grief is its own death, so we will show you life!
Darling, are you still hungry? Mother wants you to play with your food! Come, my darling. It's time for supper. Eat up.
All the people who disappeared.
We break this tragic curse here. Let us finish this, Captain. We'll put...
If we can figure out what it really is, we can win. Let's get after it.
Witness our strength.
All right, let's go!
This is it!
I'll get some distance. Come forth, royal soul! Wind!
Is everyone all? I'm stepping back. With blade in hand! As the point of a sword! Is that all?
I see your game!
Finesse! Beautiful dodge, Heisman!
I call upon royal power within! Scared, are you?
Be neither timid nor... Oh, power of kings!
Heisman!
Let's stay calm.
They've dropped
Let's
your
go.
defenses!
Scour!
My aim gonna pierce through them!
Falkenberg's guard is down!
Let's try this.
That helped.
My thanks.
What's needed?
Let us clean up this mess. Now we strike. I must... Some darker arts.
Heisme,
The freedom of a
they've dropped
wanderer.
your defenses.
Lend me your strength.
Coordination is key!
How's that?
Uh-oh.
Gala! This one. Join with me!
Forward!
Roar with royal might!
Hulkenberg's ploy exposed a new weakness.
In the name
They're
of
weak to
justice!
slash attacks. That should make this easy.
Taste!
Here's your weak point. Keep it up strong.
I will fight with pride.
Oh, please!
Is everyone okay? That thing's been staring at us for a while now. It's so creepy. Wait, staring at us? That's it! The eyes! I bet if you go for those huge eyes, it'll have a hard time hitting us. We can't afford to feel sorry for it right now. Wait for an opening and try blinding it. If we hit its eyes, maybe it won't move around.
My
so much.
quarry!
Now, what's the play?
I'll use what I must. Lightning!
Let's stay calm. Come forth, royal soul! Burn!
I stand ready. You're mine!
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot.
Warrior! Burn to ash! Not done yet. Too slow!
That's finesse! Beautiful dodge, Heisme!
Oh, power of kings!
I will Magic Seeker! Fire!
Alright,
How's that?
not
Observe
going
the enemy.
anywhere like this.
I cannot miss. They yet cling to life.
Tougher than I thought.
I'll use what I must. Witness our strength.
I'm counting on you!
Formidable indeed.
The freedom of a wanderer. Let's work together!
All right, let's go!
A tough...
Oh, my darling. Mama's here. Mama will always be here for you. Here. Take all the magic I have.
She healed the demon baby?
Oh, you motherfucker.
Come! Not now. Behold! We stand together!
Please allow me.
Hulkenberg's ploy exposed a new weakness.
Try some of this!
A weak point.
Be
Keep it up
neither
strong.
timid. Vanguard!
The freedom of a... Vitus power! Wind!
Only a flesh wound. This is nothing. Let us fight as one.
On your guard!
A worthy
Hulkenberg's
foe
ploy
after all.
exposed a new weakness.
Here!
I knew you'd help.
Much thanks.
I'm obliged.
You think yourself equal?
You hit their weakness. Nice move,
Still
Heisme.
here?
Oh, my mind fades.
Heisme's in a daze. He's gonna have trouble aiming.
I'm just the thing.
My thanks.
In the name of justice! They die hard!
On me, we go together.
Let me help!
Damn.
Not bad. I feel stronger.
Nice. I feel stronger already.
Ha! I have never known.
Even I had more to learn.
I found new power.
Not long ago, I too had a child. But I couldn't protect him. It was in a nearby village. Some paripus started a riot, and my son was caught in the middle of it. They beat him until he was barely recognizable. Even bloodied and battered, he clung to life. But his body was broken. He couldn't move. And not a single person came to his aid. He was a Ujif, and to them, that's all he was. But he was a helpless child, left to die in a pool of his own blood. By the time I finally got to him, it had been hours. It was too late.
I had no idea.
I couldn't abide it. Reality was too painful, and I ran until I was spending my nights and days in the sandworm's pit. Better to live in solitude than in the embers of hell. That was the real reason I lived in that den of beasts. I thought death would be a mercy.
Jaime.
And then these meddlers came along. They dragged me under the night sky I'd not seen in many seasons. And beneath those stars, it finally came to me. This is not the life my son would have wanted for me. That thought changed my whole perspective. His memory deserves love, not pain. Look with your eyes and your heart. You can ignore it no longer. You loved your child, not this creature. And the child you loved is gone.
If I could have sacrificed my life instead, I swear I would have done it. I loved my son with all of my heart.
I know. Nobody could ever deny you that. And now, the nightmare is over.
What do we do? Do we present this creature as evidence?
I don't know. Our testimony's likely not enough to prove this monster was behind the disappearances, and it'd be easily denounced as a publicity stunt.
Do you recall the promise I made when first we met? I pledged my political support if you were able to solve this matter. I fear that after all this, it is a boon I can no longer provide. But if you need a head to present to the judges, perhaps it could be my own.
I don't know what you mean.
Please take me to the exhibition of the brave. I will confess the truth before the masses. Surely the evidence will be undeniable when heard from my lips.
Yet as a holy woman, 'twould be bold-faced ignominy to sanctifex Forden. You risk dire consequences, possibly even without trial.
I have but one request. Before I depart, I would ensure all my duties are passed to my successor. I know I ask much of you, but would Barden and I be permitted to join you in Oceania later on? I will atone for my sins. For my son's sake, I must.
What should we do? There's no guarantee she won't take this opportunity to escape.
but I see her point. The people here have suffered enough unrest. If she is to leave them, she must ensure they still have guidance, else they'll fall to chaos and panic.
You are our captain. The decision is ultimately yours.
I want to protect the city. Right.
You're too nice for your own good. But you might have a point about not forcing her.
Our treatment of her might reflect on her confession too. Don't want anyone saying we coerced it out of her.
Then 'tis settled.
Oh, thank you for your kindness. 1,000 times. Thank you. Oh, how curious. It's as if the fog has finally lifted from me.
I've heard the news about Lady Joanna. I will assume the duty of her escort to the exhibition, and I'll ensure the warrant on Jaime is taken down. Rest assured, your bounty will be paid in full. After all, I asked that you find the true culprit, and so you did.
I say, we could upgrade the gauntlet runner with some extra spondulics, eh?
Young man, I have a request. Could you donate a portion of the money to the bereaved families? I know 'tis not my place, but something must be done for them. Their pain must be unbearable.
Not just some of it. It's all rightfully theirs.
Well said.
You'll hear no objections from me. All we really needed was a head for the exhibition.
My word. You're all indeed true knights. I'll personally make sure the citizens all hear of your bravery and spirit.
Just as long as you keep this out of the public ear until the exhibition, right? We can't have our opponents finding out and trying anything underhanded.
You have my solemn word. I'm glad I entrusted this to you.
All right.
Jaime, 'twas thanks to you that we found the truth. We'd not have revealed the culprit or the secret of the castle on our own.
I agree. If Barden thinks we're True Knights all, that goes double for you.
If you've nowhere else to go from here, perhaps you might join us and further lend us your strength.
You're in this race to become king, are you?
Not exactly. Look, you think it'd be all right to tell Jaime the truth?
We've come this far together. It's fine by me.
Yes, I have no objections either.
So His Royal Highness lives. I see now why you all fought so desperately.
Would you lend us your strength?
You already know my answer. My life may not weigh much, but I gladly pledge it to your noble cause. If I'm to choose a lord out of loyalty instead of dependence, then there's absolutely no shame in that.
Not a lord. A friend.
Hear, hear.
Right.
Damn.
I wish I could have done more to help in Martira. I was so ready to prove myself, too. But maybe I found something better. A goal worth chasing. So I'm gonna focus on that from now on.
The mystical fairy, Gallica, keep through thy shared bond, and you bear this new power.
Oh?
It's you and me. Our destinies are intertwined.
Okay, now all...
Ah, about that. Dashed inconvenient, but there's apparently been a landslide on the Valley Road. Utterly impassable. The old road crews should have the mess cleared by the competition, so until then, your time is yours to waste.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
The deadline is